You know, there has been some talk about the prices of the OCR properties narrowing and closing up to those of the CCR properties in per square feet terms, and that presents a pretty decent value proposition for those who are looking to buy the CCR properties. The question that I always have is, there's no doubt that there is value and there is potential in all these CCR properties. But the question here is, then when can the potential be realized? Or would it be realized within the time that we are looking to capitalize on our profits and the capital gains so that we can move on to do the things or to buy the things that we want to? And I pointed my clients to some of the land bids which I'll be sharing with you here. The first one is at Marina. The developer that won this land bid was Kingsford. The per square feet was 1402 per square feet per plot ratio. But what is interesting is not the price in which that they purchased the land at. What was interesting was the second bid and also the third bid. There was also a fourth bid, but I think that figure is way too off for us to even consider it as a legit kind of bid. The second bid was by Goko Land and Hong Leong. So as you might probably know, Hong Leong, Goko Land and City Development, they are together, right? Then the third bid was by Far East. So Goko Land and Hong Leong bidded at 984 per square feet per plot ratio, and Far East followed behind quite closely at 952. So the question when I was looking at this land bid was, why a huge disparity between the land bid of Hong Leong and Kingsford, and why was the land bid so close for the one that is bidded by Hong Leong Goko versus the one from Far East? One of the conclusions that I draw from this land bid is, in my opinion, there might have been some kind of error in terms of ascertaining the kind of demand level for this plot of land on Kingsford side that resulted in a huge gap of $400 over per square feet per plot ratio. And if you look at the one by Goko Land versus the one by Far East, the gap was really very close. But this was not the only land bid in discussion today. The second one that came after this first Marina site was the one at Champions Way. CDL went in, they won the bid at 904 per square feet per plot ratio. When I was looking at this report, I was thinking, hey, wait a minute, the gap was only $80, but during 2023, in terms of the price appreciation, it did not appreciate to that kind of level that I would think that price of Woodlands and that in Marina to be so close, right? Fast forward a while later, there was a second site in Marina that was for sale. And this time round, there was only one sole bidder, and that was Goko Land at, once again, 984 per square feet per plot ratio. Then subsequently, URA rejected the bid, saying that the bid was too low. So from these three land bids, you could sort of understood or see where the developers is putting their money at. Are they bullish about the land in the CCR area, or are they more bullish about the land in the OCR segment? I think for me, the answer is pretty clear. And of course, in Woodlands, there are a lot of things that are going on. A lot of us might have read the news. We knew what was going on. Of course, a lot of us know that there was a MRT that is going to link Johor Bahru to Singapore and the North-South Corridor, things like that. But while we were reading all these news, it's hard for us to put the jigsaw puzzle together to understand what really is going to happen in the north side of Singapore. Maybe the next video, I will be doing another sharing on the northern side of Singapore and its transformation and what the potential is like over there. So when I was talking to my client, some of my clients, you know, they saw some value in the CCR properties and they were thinking, wow, you know, properties in Pasir Ris already transacted more than $2,000 per square feet. Jayden already crossed $2,000 per square feet. In fact, even crossed $2,500 per square feet. And right now, based on the land bid in Woodlands, it looked like it's gonna cross $2,000 again. And all these are 99-year property. But the CCR property, there are still a lot of properties that are freehold that you can purchase at under $3,000 per square feet. So is that a value proposition is that the property they should be going in and expecting a good returns in the next few years to come. Just some sharing so that you have an idea in terms of what the developers are going in for, at what kind of price level they are going in for, and the kind of gap that they view in terms of the different location. Okay, hope this video helps. Bye bye. If you like what you have just seen and want more of it, subscribe, smash that like button, turn on the notification and share this video so that we can do more. Thank you and see you again.